How's your mind? How's your body? How's your heart? I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking and checking out my channel. Welcome and/or welcome back. How's it going? I hope that you're good. So we are doing my favorite video of all times, which is the TBR videos. Like legit, TBR videos are my favorite booktube creation ever. Like, love it. Love this time of month. I literally watch nothing but TBRs for like a good week and a half. So I'm happy that you're here and I'm happy to be doing this. This video is going to be a little special because I'm hosting a giveaway for reaching 400 subscribers. Also, I mean, I was going to do a giveaway anyways before hitting 400 subscribers, but you know, nevertheless, you know. So if you would like a chance to get 2 books, I will tell you what the 2 books are later and how to enter the giveaway. Then you can go ahead and wait until the end of the video. If you just want to skip to the end of the video too, you're welcome to do that. Who am I to tell you what to do? Nobody, really. So if you are here just for the giveaway, or if you want to check out the details for the giveaway, then you know, you can just go to the end of the video. It'll be there. Also though, February is Black History Month. I do not participate in the performativeness of booktube being reading a whole bunch of Black authors during Black History Month. Like, do you, whatever makes you happy. I read diversely regardless, so that is not something I will be doing. However, I do have 1 book on my TBR from a Black author, and it's because I bought it last month, in the month of January, and I'm trying to make a point to read at least 1 book that I bought the month before. So that is why it's here. I picked it out and I was like, that sounds perfect for February. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I will be using my TBR jar instead of my Illumicrate cards this month. So you will see me pull 2 of those. I will also be using this, which has all my books in here. Actually, update this by adding the books that I bought last month in here. But I will be pulling 2 books out of here, so you will see that now. I will go ahead and give you over to Past Princess, and she'll go ahead and handle all that for me. Hey y'all, Past Princess here. Obviously, this is Past Princess because I have braids in my head. By the time you're watching this, Present Princess no longer has braids in her head. And I know this because I'm taking my braids out today. So I know for a fact that I don't have braids in my hair. But nevertheless, I am here to pull the prompts out of the TBR jar instead of the prompt cards. And then I'm also here to pull the 2 books out of our fish jar. So let's go ahead and pull the prompts first, just in case we can use the books for the prompts. Makes sense. Smarter, not harder. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this and pull out 2 prompts. I have quite a lot of prompts in here. I don't use this jar very often, but we're pulling 2, right? So let's get down here. Let's get down here. Let's do this one. Y'all tell me what it says. Graphic novel. Okay. Second prompt. Ooh. We're gonna get down here. Okay, we're gonna choose this one. What does that say? Twitter pic? Okay, we're not doing this because I don't use Twitter. Or X. I mean, I have it still, and sometimes I get on there every now and then and stuff like that. Rarely, if ever. I don't think I've been on there in like a year. So we are actually going to rip this up because we don't use Twitter X, okay? We don't support that fucking maniac. I'm gonna try again. Second attempt for the second prompt. Well, I thought one just fell out. It did not. This one. Is it upside down? No. YA fantasy. Perfect. Okay, cool. In this jar is all of my books that are on my shelves. Outside of like the new ones that I bought recently, but I will put those in here soon. But let's go ahead and grab them. I'm so nervous right now. I'll grab this one. Okay. Why am I so nervous? I'm so nervous. The Girl the Sea gave back. So, yeah, I've been having this book forever, but that works. That works. That works. Next, we have I'm so scared. Okay, let's do this one. We have a something about drowning, maybe? A study in drowning? A study in drowning. Actually, I've already read this, but you can never hurt to do a reread. So I'm gonna be rereading this. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, we have our 2 books. We're good to go. Go back to Present Princess. I'll see y'all later. The first prompt I picked out of my TBR prompt jar was graphic novel. So for that prompt, I will finally be reading The Wicked and the Divine, and this is the first volume. I bought this so long ago. I want to say that like the gods are in here or something of the case. I don't really know much more about that. I bought this because I think I like borrowed it from the library and then I didn't read it, so then I gave it back, but then I saw this used or something, so I bought it, and I will finally be reading it, and that's exciting. This will probably be one of the first things I read in the month of February. So I have a graphic novel. I haven't read a graphic novel in a while. I read a comic recently, but I haven't read a graphic novel in a while, so I'll be reading this. The second and final prompt that I pulled from the TBR jar was YA fantasy, and for that, I will finally be reading one of my 6 books for 2025. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video about the 6 books I'm reading in 2025, and the fact that I will be reviewing them and vlogging, reading them, all that good stuff. I'll link that video down below and up top for you to check out if you would like. But I will be reading Truthwitch by Susan Dennard. This is the first book in this series. I don't know if I will be finishing this series in the year of 2025, but at least I will be starting it. I've been having this book for quite a long time. All I know about it is that it follows a girl and her friend. The girl is a truth witch, which is like coveted by the king or something of the case. And so she's on a run with her bestie, her best friend, her sister, whatever it case to be. I know that there's like a prince and like his sister, and I don't know anything else. I started this. I didn't get very far into it when I started it years ago, but I literally have this whole series. So it's about time that I read it, review it, blog it. It's going to be a fun time. Hopefully I can do this on like a weekend that I'm off or something, like just knock this out in the weekend. That would be great. That's an idea. But anyways, so I will be reading this for the prompt of YA fantasy. Next, you saw me going into our fish jar that has every single book that is on my shelf is in that fish bowl. I pulled The Girl, the Sea Gay back. I'll put it right here. And I looked this up on Goodreads and saw that it was a second in like connected standalones or something of the case. So the first one though is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So I will be reading this one instead of The Girl, the Sea Gay back by the same author. I don't know how they're connected or if they're connected or whatever the case would be, but because it's labeled on Goodreads as being the second book, I was like, let me just go ahead and read the first one. All I know about this, actually, I want to say I got this from like Fairyloot or something. Owlcrate. Wow, this must have been so long ago because I haven't Owlcrate forever. But I believe it's Viking related, right? And I think like this brother was gone and then all of a sudden she's on the field fighting like their arch enemy or something, and then her brother is on the enemy side fighting against her and something of the case. Okay, great. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. Am I excited about this? Not necessarily. I am a fan of Adrienne Young though. I love her other books, but I'm not really excited about this. I don't know if it's because I've been having it for so long, or I'm fairly sure that this is like your typical young adult fantasy and like typical like super old 2018 type of thing. So I just know that there are like better things out there than this, but I pulled it, so we gotta read it. And obviously I've been having it on my shelf for quite a while, so there's that. You saw the second book that was pulled out of my fish jar was A Study in Drowning, which honestly probably shouldn't have been in the fish jar to begin with. I try not to put books in there that I've already read. However, it's been a while since I read this, so maybe that's why I put it in there. I don't really remember, but I read this already. I have the beautiful edition with the library on the pages, and I believe the second one is coming out soon. I'll put the second one right here on the screen and the release date, but I know it's coming out soon, so this is actually a great time to reread this before the second one comes out. This one, supposedly everybody's like, oh, it's a dark academia. It is not, in my personal opinion, you know, because I'm the expert here. I'm not. But in my personal opinion, this is not a dark academia. It starts off that way, but it's not. I don't really want to go much more into this because I don't want to spoil it with what I recall happening and stuff. It has been a while since I read it. And I do love the atmosphere, but I won't go much more into it and stuff because I don't want to spoil it by saying something I probably shouldn't. Y'all know that I made it a point to have smaller TBRs, right? I talked about this in my changes video. I'll link that down below and up top. I've said it a couple times, but my TBR will be max of 6 books. So we talked about 4 so far, so we got 2 more to go. The second to last book I'm going to talk about is The Queen's Spade by Sarah Raleigh. So this is the book that I bought last month, so you will be seeing this in a haul video soon. And I saw this and instantly thought it was like some type of fantasy because she has wrote fantasy before. She wrote The Bones of Ruin, and that was a fantasy. So I instantly thought this was a fantasy. It is not. It is not. It is a thriller type of book, and I love this cover. Like, this cover is literally beautiful. I don't know much more about it besides the fact that it's a thriller, so I'm just going to go with that. I am really excited to get to this. I'm hoping to actually get to this fairly early on in February. The plan is for me to read my whole 6-book TBR within the first 2 weeks of February, and for me to focus on other video projects the last 2 weeks of February. There's only 28 days in February, so I'm trying to strategically make sure that I'm doing things the right way, so I get some things read and get some video projects going on the go. You know what I mean? Last but not least of the books that are on my TBR that I need to have finished by the end of the month is the second book in the series, and it's a series I talked about in my 6 series for 2025. I'll link that video down below and up top if you haven't checked that out. But I am talking about Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. So this is the first book in the Throne of Glass series, but I read The Assassin's Blade last month in January, so I will be rereading this. I read this already. I'm really excited because I'm like tabbing them up this time. I read books 1 through 5, 6 area. and because I read The Assassin's Blade in January, this is the perfect time to continue on with the next one. There is another series that I'm actively reading right now, trying to read at least 1 a month, which I will talk about after this. So here are all the books that are on my TBR for the month of February. I will put a page count on the screen as well as how many pages I need to read per day to have this finished by the 14th, Valentine's Day of February. So I'm really excited to get to all these, especially because I have 2 rereads and a graphic novel, so that's always a plus. Get some things out of the way easily and quickly. I'm gonna show y'all the other books that I need to read in the month of February. I'm gonna show y'all the other books I need to read for the month of February just because I feel like I need to tie them in some type of way, but these are not on my TBR. I will read the books on my TBR. These ones are not on my TBR, so I am not placing super amounts of importance behind them. However, I would like to have them done before the end of the month, especially because each one of these have a purpose. The other series I started in January that is a part of my 6th series for 2025 was the Amber and the Ashes series. I read Amber and the Ashes in January, so in February I will be reading A Torch Against the Night, which I have not read this one, and I'm so fucking pumped because I started this, and you can see I have like some tabs right there. I started this but did not finish it. It started with a bang, and I am so pumped. I'm so excited to finally get to this. I'm not telling you what the popular books are about because I just assume that you already know what they're about. I'll make sure I put them into the description so you can just copy and paste it into Goodreads and you can see what the books are about. The other 2 books I desperately need to read in the month of February is because I am a Patreon of Becca from Becca and the Books. I will link her channel down below. If you have not subscribed to Becca, you definitely should. Love her content. She is amazing. She's probably one of my favorite booktubers, and she's the one that I want to say I subscribed to her fairly early on in my booktube career, right? Imagine. For November and December, we're supposed to read the first book, and then in January and February, we're supposed to read the second book. I did not read the first book in November or December, so I need to read the first 2 books of the series, and that is the Lady of Darkness series, starting with Lady of Darkness, and the second one is Lady of Shadows by Melissa K. Warwick, maybe? I started Lady of Darkness and really really liked it. Really liked it. And this is another book that I bought because of Book Talk. And when I started it, I like instantly was enthralled, instantly was interested. I am reading a book right now that is giving me the same feelings of I bought this book because of TikTok and I am in love with it. I talked about it on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, you definitely should, because I be talking shit. It's probably one of my favorite places to talk shit. Anyways, so I'm really excited to continue on with this. And last but not least, I'm in like this little book club with a couple of content creators. It's really just a whole bunch of friends just talking about books. It's me, Paco from Bad Witch Books, Thousand, Jen from Gender Queer, and Jen's friend. In the month of January, we read A Cruel Thirst, and in the month of February, we'll be reading A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. So I love T. Kingfisher. I will buy every single book T. Kingfisher puts out. I have now found out that I do not like T. Kingfisher's thriller horrors, so I probably won't be buying those, but this one is a fantasy, so I am super excited to get to this. I was hoping to get to this first in the month of February, but I probably won't because I need to focus on my TBR books, so this probably won't be read until about the 3rd week of February. So either way it goes, it will be read, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so that is my TBR for the month of February, as well as some little extra books. I also have some other books that I would like to read in February, but we're not going to talk about those because there are particular videos for those books. With that being said, let me know down in the comments what you're reading in February, or just like say hi, or just give me an emoji. Whatever works for you works for me. But let's go ahead and get into this giveaway. I know that that's all you're here for. So if you didn't watch my vlog of doing bookish things and such, then you would know, but I have multiple editions of Onyx Storm, right? For this giveaway, I will be giving away the holiday edition of Fourth Wing with the spray pages. This has an exclusive holiday, this is exclusive holiday edition, and has bonus content included. And I will be giving away the deluxe edition of Onyx Storm. This has these spray pages, and I got this on release night, and I got this when it released as well. So I will be giving away these 2 beautiful books. And you're gonna ask why? It's fine. I have so many Onyx Storms. Don't you even worry. Don't worry your little pretty little head. So how you enter this giveaway? All you have to do is comment down below the amount of books that you have on your TBR. I just want to make sure I'm not the only one that has hella fucking books on their TBR. Just comment down below an amount of books that you have on your TBR. That can consist of Kindle, that's fine. Your physical, that's fine. Whatever works for you, works for me. If you would like to be helpful though, please also comment if you live outside of the States. If you live outside of the United States of America, please let me know, because I need to know where these books are being sent. The winner of this giveaway will be announced during Sunday Reading Sprint. If you don't know, I do Sunday Reading Sprint every Sunday on my channel at 11 a.m. PST. I don't know what that is where you are, but Google time zones. Google time zones. It'll be helpful for you. But I will announce the winner during Sunday Reading Sprint at 12 o'clock-ish, around that time. I will make sure I have all that information pulled. We'll do it on Sprint. It will be great. And then if you win and you're there to claim it, you have to let me know in Sprints like where I can reach you at. Whether that be on Instagram, Twitter. Please just no TikTok. I'm not on TikTok anymore, so just no TikTok. A way for me to reach out to you. Even Discord, if that's the case. If you win, I need a way to contact you to get the information so I can send you these books. Sounds good? Great. So you got all the information. You see what books they are. You see how to enter. And you see when the winner will be announced. Great. Spectacular. That is literally it for today's video. I'm so excited that I'm able to do this giveaway, and I want to thank everybody for the 400 subscribers. Like, it means so much to me. I'm not a person who's like the hugest about like subscriber count or anything like that, but the fact that a lot of people support me and stuff just means the world to me. So I'm very appreciative, and I'm happy to give back to the community, because we all can use some books at this point, right? Right. The way the world is right now, we can all use some books. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, goodbye.